New Moonscar Bracer Starforged Havoc gloves are out in Survivor.io. That's right, new SS grade gloves are finally out. But are they worth it? That's what we're going to talk about today. Like and subscribe for more Survivor.io. First, here is how you make them. Go to Merge, tap on Cosmic Cast, select the appropriate piece of equipment, the gloves here, and you will need 50 Eternal Cores and 50 Void Cores, as well as 2,000 base materials here. Then you can cast it and make it. Once you have it made, you will unlock these crit enhanced grade skills here. Crit rate plus 5% for every 500 effective attacks in battle. Max is 30%. It will also increase our attack by 15%. 0.5% of energy shield restored when a critical hit defeats a monster max 5 times every second. More attack increase. More shield damage. And then we have Light Judgment. Fires 1 eternal laser every 10 seconds. Marks 1 boss 10 seconds before firing and enters charging attack state. During this time, 100% of total damage dealt to boss is converted into charging damage and will be fired in a single laser when the charge phase ends. Charge damage is not affected by attack multiplier bonuses. So 10 seconds before we deal damage to the boss, we should mark it, and then we will smite it from the skies with a laser beam. So let's stand here and see if we can see that laser hit the boss one more time. You can do it. There it is right there. We also have Eternal and Void Forge effects. Additionally, you can Astral Forge these gloves on 2 sides, Eternal and Void. This will unlock Astral Forge effects, like Mega Crit 1. Crit rate exceeds 100% crit damage plus 30%. That's insane. So with this, our crit rate can exceed 100%, and we will get a massive 30% damage increase. This is only really helpful if your crit rate is over 100% or 100%. And here is how you can increase and calculate your crit rate in the game. We have survivors, gear, skills, collectibles, and more. I have a video about this on the channel, so I'll leave that linked in the description. Not only that, as you see, we can increase our crit rate even more, as well as our crit damage by 100%. This keeps going up. On the Void Forge effect side, we have Revolution. Shield damage boost 20%. Restores 10% energy shield after laser is fired. So if your damage is reliant on the energy shield, these gloves may come in very handy, as they can restore it by a percentage. The more you forge this, the more you can unlock. We have Final Evolution during Eternal Laser's charging period, crit rate plus 20% and stored damage plus 30%. So it sounds like you can deal a whopping amount of damage to bosses here, which would most likely make these gloves worth it, but it really depends on the player. You will want to find a good Astral Forge strategy, depending on how many relic cores with your equipment. You might get a better use from Eternal gloves or Voidwaker Handguards, but they're not showing right now because there's a visual glitch. Or Voidwaker Handguards, there they are. If you want to include these gloves in your lineup, I do recommend that your crit rate threshold be at 100. Otherwise, what's the point of exceeding 100% crit rate? Also, you will want to make sure that you have a lot of relic cores. That way you can construct the best possible SS grade build. A lot of players do recommend to go to 4 and 4 on each side, but of course it's always going to be up to trial and error. So compare these gloves to what you have before you try forging them and see if they're working for you. As you see, Astral Forge Reversion is free, and you can keep trying things to find out what works best for you. Also, make sure to calculate your crit rate. Otherwise, these won't really be effective for you, but they can still increase your crit damage by a lot. Thank you for watching. Perhaps we should stream these gloves sometimes. Let me know if you want that in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions or tips, leave them in the comments too. Smash like, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.